Alrighty, gotta leave the pig at home. We're just going solo this weekend. It's always scary only bringing one car, because if you lose first round, that's it. And I totally just jinxed myself. But anyways, we got this rig all loaded up. We're using the Ram this weekend, open trailer life, come on. It's a sweet looking bunch right here. Look at Kenny Powers, man. So inspirational. You can't even tell anything happened. That was already bad, but I would just like to clarify, and I have an eyewitness, I nut and bolted the car. It was quick, but I got all the important things. I think we're good to go. I'm gonna go fill out my tech card.
Oh, okay. I'll come with you. I don't have anything else to do.
Man, look at that truck. That looks like a Dodge magazine cover. Alright guys, check it out. We are out here at Streetcar Takeover Edgewater. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the last time we did Streetcar Takeover, that sun is killing me. That might be better. The last time we did Streetcar Takeover, I was in my S10 running tailgate like 6 years ago at Beach Bend for Streetcar Takeover Bowling Green. So we had a really fun time back then, and I think we're gonna have a good time this weekend, man. We're running 530 index, so they don't normally have a 530 class, but they do this year. And it's a little different. It's not quite like Jimmy Dale's, which everyone is accustomed to. Probably watching me, you know, we had really good success during the speed promotions deal. We got down to the finals at Trails, and then the next weekend we ended up winning the Friday night shootout, 530 Little Gangster shootout at Beach Bend for the speed promotions race. So this is a class that I feel very comfortable in. But there is a difference. So we happen to be on 26 slicks every time I've ran this class. We're now on 275 radials. So how much that's gonna throw off my 530 tune, we're about to find out. I kept it mostly the same. We'll see what it does. I'm gonna get a good drive shaft curve. We should get plenty of hits tonight. I think we'll get at least 2. We'll be able to really gauge what we need to do, but I imagine it'll pick up on the radials, but with the 370 gear and the 275, it might not hit as hard on the 60 foot as the 26 does with the rollout change. But
there's some math equations you can do.
Yeah, there is. But I imagine it will probably pick up a little more than mile an hour, and we'll see if it evens out. I don't know. We'll see.
not too shabby.
Well, here's what happened. You see, right before
you'll get that figured out.
No, well, right before we went up there, he said, bet 100 I beat you on the light.
Oh, you're kidding. That's why you did that?
Well, I staged the same as I used to at the speed deal, but yeah, we're gonna have to just take maybe only 2 or just 3 bumps. That was 4.
That was 4?
Well, that's what I was doing at speed, and I was killing everybody on the light.
Huh.
So I'm just trying to replicate what I was doing back then, but there's a lot of differences now. I think it bumps a little harder on the radials. It doesn't have as much like slip.
Well, thank goodness that was just a test pass. Yeah.
We're good. Everything's
Yeah,
fine. I lost
fine.
$100, but he was he was double 026. So I don't think it mattered what the hell I did up there. The dude in that car up there is a bad mofo from what I heard. So, but our slips were actually like really close. So here's what's weird about this deal is we get to see everybody else's times and our own times. Our 60 foots were a half a hundredth different. 330 was exactly the same. I had 200s on them because I had 2 mile an hour on them. But so the mile an hour was actually exactly the same as the 26s, but we're down a half a tenth in the 60 foot. So we gotta adjust some things. But so yeah, we'll just that's the mile an hour. That's the mile an hour I like to run. We just gotta go a little faster to the 60 foot. I want to be somewhere in like the mid 1.3s. Maybe like a 136 is where I feel comfortable hitting the light the same every time. Like this is just going off of what I did at speed promotions where I was doing really well. That's where I want to get back to because that's where I'm the most consistent, it seemed. So we'll try and get back to that. We'll probably have to put another pound in it in the 60 foot and maybe shorten the ramp a little bit, but it was good. I mean, I need to, I know I need to bump less. So that's what we're testing for.
Yeah.
So we're good.
All good.
We'll
Hey, you weren't that far off.
No.
That was a good first test pass. You're in the ballpark.
I didn't check the DA, but I'm sure it's not amazing. Yeah. So we'll do some tuning. A couple things to keep in mind on that run. This is where we don't want to get lost in the sauce. Is it was a little hot, which first round tomorrow will probably be exactly the same. And then the following rounds will be more towards the evening if I had to guess. But honestly, the mile an hour was what I expected. And then as far as the 60 foot goes, it definitely was a little sluggish, but we were also way deep, which will make your 60 foot look a little slower. So if I had to guess, it was really probably a 140 to a 139, 138 maybe. So we might not be as far off as we think we are, but we are 700 short total. So we got to find that. I'm not sure how much that carries through the pass when you deep stage like that. That can be kind of tough, but good news, we get more passes tonight. We'll make another one without boobing up the starting line and be a little better off. We know close to where we're at. Hell, normally we're using a draggy that's could be 3 to 500s too fast or too slow. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're doing all right. I boobed up that pass a little bit, but it was tough to kind of know what it was going to go on the radials, but it does make a decent difference. And the track's also a little greasy, so I don't think that accounted for too much, but yeah, we're in an all right spot. I'm whipping up a tune-up. We're going to turn up the 60 foot. I might leave the top side alone. We'll see. I like where the mile an hour is at. Because of how deep I was, I think the time slipped wide a little bit. I backed it down just a little bit more.
You drag your brakes when you do it?
Yeah. I think the radials bump in a little harder because there's not as much like the sidewall's really stiff, so like it bites harder maybe.
Yeah.
But also I think the rollout, like at Beach Bend, like we were talking.
Oh, the rollout's different at every racetrack.
Yeah, so 4 bumps there is.
The key, dude, is whatever racetrack you're at, you find like a really good bracket racer and you ask them what the what their opinion is, because they know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's crazy how different it is all over the country. It's unreal.
It's like mile an hour, the same way. You go somewhere and the mile an hour clocks are different somewhere.
Yeah. Some people's 60 foot is 55 foot.
Some tracks are a little short too.
Yeah. People are honestly pretty consistent. So then when they feel like they're not cutting the light or whatever, they think it's on them. And most of the time it's either they change something in the car or the track's a little different, staged it, whatever, you know, but people tend to let go pretty consistently.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I don't know why. It's on no power.
I feel
It's either
valve train.
It's almost like valve train or exhaust leak.
I can't tell.
I think it's valve train. That'd be a wicked exhaust leak.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why you don't build a 61 foot.
You should have put a big block in it.
Right? All the pusher rods are still in there.
That one has a blade in it. No, hey, exhaust manifold right there. Look, I knew it. Look where the third pipe is towards the back.
Oh, I see the bolt
You
loosened
see
up.
it? Yep. I knew it.
Wait, what are we looking at?
That bolt loosened all the way out.
Well, I was gonna say something because I was looking at
Wow,
when I
okay.
was doing this, and I could see through the little opening where those hoses are, and I was like, man, it looks really dark back there for some reason.
Okay.
So, well, I mean, that's good.
You're right.
Oh, it's nice just testing.
So we have time.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have plenty of time.
I wanted to make another hit, but I might be asking too much. All right, guys. So we've got the exhaust debacle hopefully figured out. So we had a manifold bolt back out, and it blew the copper sealant out on number 7. I got some opinions from people that know more than me, and they said smear some copper gasket on it and tighten it back up. It's very difficult to get it all back apart. Once you take that manifold off, we're cleaning off the old silicone and re-siliconing the whole thing, and that's a pain. So we're gonna hopefully, I haven't started it up yet to verify that it is fixed, but hopefully it is. Then as far as that last pass went, I turned up a half a pound on the hit, and the hit through 1.4, 1.8, and left out the back alone, and it went and picked up quite a bit. But I mean, here's where I screwed myself. Was that first pass going deep? I think that really screwed us. I think we probably went, that first pass we probably went like a damn, we really probably went a 30 or a 29, but with the clocks all messed up with us deep staging, you know what I mean? I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't think it was that much. Again, I didn't turn up that much. Now the air got really good, you know. T2 was nighttime, so you know that makes a big difference. But so we picked up 2 mile an hour, and I didn't touch up top. So, but we went on 127 60 foot, 340 to 330. We picked up 2/10 to the 330. So according to the slips, and then we went 516. So 059 on the light. Might think about taking that third bump. I want to back to back it. Like hopefully make another hit tonight. I know we get another hit tomorrow. Get all kinds of test passes. But I want to make one more hit doing 2 bumps back to back and see what my lights are. And if it's consistent at 059, or if it's within that again, then we'll take an extra bump. I think we'll be safe to do that, as long as I hold the brakes the same every time.
Tic-tacking.
I'm all ass backwards from deep staging, but I mean the air just went crazy good after first round, or first test hit. So I'm just gonna have to like really tighten up the curve, pull some power out. Feel it too,
How's your reaction time? Is it better? You right where
054. So I was 059, 054. I could probably afford to take 1 bump because I know I'm consistent. That's my spot. I can take 1 more bump, so that's what I'll do.
Yay!
I'll let it cool off. That was the last hit of the night, so we get 1 more tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna hurt anything. It just keeps blowing it out. It's gonna need, when we get home, it's gonna need to just be completely refixed. You know what I mean? Like get the manifold completely off, and really it should have gaskets and not copper silicone. There's no need for that. All right, guys. I'm gonna try and explain to you guys the whole staging debacle, and maybe a lot of people that watch no prep racing, where a lot of this stuff doesn't matter, where it's just heads up and you know you're not trying to dial in your car and be consistent every time. Maybe a lot of you guys that never watch bracket racing or index racing or anything like that, maybe this isn't something that you knew about, and I'll try and explain it the best I can. I'm learning, and I'm maybe not the best at describing this, but I've got it drawn out, and look at this. Thanks to Wyatt, I've got a little Hot Wheel here. I didn't have a Falcon, but this will do. Good old 55 Chevy. So shout out to Wyatt. I'm stealing one of your Hot Wheels, but all right, here we go. So this is what I did first round. Chris stops me right here, right? I go ahead, turn on the pre-stage, and then I go build boost, and then I bumped 4 times, and I was like, I was like, ting, 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 and then I turned off the pre-stage, and then I was deep staged. And then I launched, and then here's our 60-foot cone. Now look, don't worry about the spacing. Actually, yeah, I know the sizing is off, but this will actually make it way more evident as to what's going on, okay? So we're deep staged, I leave, and this is where, we'll say this mark right here is where the tire leaves the laser, okay? So the car starts rolling, but it doesn't take very far before the tire has stopped activating the laser. My top bulb is off, and then I ended up red lighting because we were so deep and I was so close to turning off the bottom bulb that as soon as I let off the button, it pretty much turned off my staging light and I turned the red light on. But so as you can see, I'm deep staged, I leave, and this is the amount of run I get until the 60-foot cone, okay? So we only get to go from here to here, and that's what it clocked, okay? Now let's ultra shallow stage. This is what we did the rest of the night. We went pre-stage, and then I went boom, 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 and then we were only like right there, right? Just turned on the bottom bulb. And look at the run we have until we hit the 60-foot cone. We get to leave way back here, and this is where the bottom bulb turns off. You know what I mean? So the only thing that these two see is my tire activating the laser here and here, okay? It's looking for tires gone, tires shows up, okay? That's all these lasers are seeing. So when I start way back here, and again, I know the spacing's all off, But when I start way back here and I get a run, now that bob turns off, but I'm already going a few mile an hour and I've already been moving, you know, an extra foot or so on the track. So I get way more of a run at that 60-foot clock. So before we're like, whop, and then we're only going that fast. Whereas before we're like, whop, and we're going faster. If that makes sense. So that's why when you're deep staged, it's gonna read the 60-foot clock slow. And I guess evidently all the other clocks, it really does throw everything off. So what I thought was a 143 60-foot was really a lot quicker. And what I thought was a 537 was really probably a 530 or a 532, somewhere in there. So I'm terrible at describing all the spacings off, but hopefully that can show you guys what's going on.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon,
Howdy.
Whatever time it is.
So day 2, Streetcar Takeover, 530 index. We got 6 cars today, but $2,000 guaranteed, so yeah, that's pretty sweet. Last night it wasn't acting like it was down any power. It didn't care at all, so. But now that it's back to heat of the day, I don't know. That's what we're about to find out. I did put a little bit of extra power in it, but I have a good drive shaft curve now. And we're going to run it hard into the curve to make sure. We're trying to run that dead-on number, 530. Haven't been able to do it yet, so I hope we get close here. I've been plagued with that first round mess up yesterday with deep staging and kind of being lost in the sauce. So we're going to take 3 bumps today. Last night we were doing 2 and I was consistent at 050, which isn't going to cut it. So I don't want to change my spot. I just want to change the car around me. That's kind of the thought process. We're going to go try and hit the light and hopefully run close to a 530 today and hope that the car's not down too much power. It sounds awful. I've called everybody, asked everybody that's smarter than me, like, am I going to hurt anything? And they're like, no. It's just, it might spool a little slow, but it should be fine. I hope.
My man's ladies .01 there. 29, we're right in there.
What a horrible day. It's actually not as bad.
It really doesn't.
Not as bad as yesterday. It's there though.
We're bad mofos now. I don't care that we sound like a tractor, but
It's not as bad as it was yesterday.
012 on the light, so 3 bumps is the move.
Dang.
And then we went a 529.
Yeah,
So we're dialed. My
You're dialed.
plan has fallen into place.
it has.
So yeah, that curve was perfect. Like I could feel it. Like I had that same feeling like yesterday. Like, oh man, we're running fast. And then the curve was like, yeet, and I could just feel G meter started dropping off a little bit. And I was like, oh, there it is. It's hitting the curve. And then the board lit up 529. I was like, this car can just drive itself. So that's awesome.
Blue Chip is going to get lane choice today, okay? Alright, Blue Chip's lane choice. Here's my ones. What lane do you want? 859.
Well, I gotta get ready. We drew this red rocket here. The guy that we're worried about, there's only 4 cars, so there's a 50% chance that it was gonna happen. Maybe. 33% chance, I don't know.
good race.
Oh my gosh.
That was insane.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
Man, they both really wanted that.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I think it would probably, if they wouldn't have drew each other, it probably would have been them two in the final anyway. But
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
yeah.
That is a stupid race. That was a stupid race. Oh my goodness.
Boy, I can't wait to see the slip on that.
That was the dumbest race I've ever been a part of. So, oh my God. I went 5:29.9. He went 5:29.8.
You're kidding.
Look at the total package.
Oh
Look at the total package.
my gosh.
I was 0.28 on the lights, his 0.32. Our slips were dead, like the same. He must have killed a couple mile an hour right at the end, but I couldn't let out of it because it looked so even. If I dropped, he would have dropped with me, and he might have, took the stripe. We were dead even, and I think we were both waiting for each other to drop. And I think I had a couple inches on him, and I was like, I can't let out because if I drop and he drops with me. But I figure if I'm out, like I could just tell I had him on the light, just a smidge. And if he wasn't gonna let out, I was gonna push him out, you know what I mean? But like honestly, we both ran. I went 5:29.91. He went 5:29.87. That is the stupidest race I have ever seen. I won by what I won on the light, and that's what the difference of the stripe was.
That's insane.
That is the dumbest race.
That is insane.
I don't know how you play that because I didn't want to. I think we were both waiting for each other to cut each other loose, but I could tell I just had a little bit on him, just a little bit. And I knew I'm mile an hour a little more than him, and he must have cut just a little bit because his mile an hour doesn't make sense for what he went. So he must have scrubbed just a little bit. My God, what a race. That came down to, had I dumped, maybe he would have dumped with me, and I dump hard usually, and then I would have gave it up. So that was just a toss-up. That was an absolute toss-up. That was one of the craziest races I have ever printed on a time slip. I can't, let's go talk to him. I gotta go talk to him. This is the craziest time slip I've ever printed.
No, bro.
Like that was a complete toss-up.
I had to look at the light because I couldn't process it that fast. I'm like, ooh.
Well, I mean, we were damn near dead even on the tree, but like that, what I beat him on the tree by was what the package was.
What you won by.
Yeah, like that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All tree game. What, we just talking about that? Did we just have that?
That's
bet?
90% of them. But I don't know what his strategy was, but like I think we were both waiting for each other to cut each other loose.
Right.
And I couldn't give it up, which might have been a bad play on me, but like had I dumped and then he dumped with me and I would have gave up the stripe.
Yeah.
Like that's just a toss-up, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's what I love about index racing is that shit right there.
It's pretty insane.
It's insane, man.
All tree game.
It's nuts. Where's he at?
He's,
I gotta,
right here.
dude.
Walk behind, go right.
I gotta shake this guy, dude. Cut. You must have. I see
set
it
it down at the cone.
right at the cone. I didn't even see it.
I seen when we left.
we was close, and you kind of got about a half a fender on me. Kind of stayed there. I know I can go way over. I know you can go way over. I'm just get it at the cone and set it. I set it.
It was honestly a bad play on my part because I should have. I didn't even see. No, I didn't see you cut. I was waiting for it. And I didn't. You did it fucking right at the end. I didn't see it.
I set it down right.
I didn't see it. He fucking cut me loose. I got lucky.
I told him that. I said, look, I'll take that line. I'm all right off the button. I'm going to do it. It's just unfortunate. On a bad ending.
That was the craziest time slip I've ever seen. That's what I love about this shit, though, dude. I mean, this is wild.
The only thing I don't like is
consistently bumping a turbo car is very challenging.
Because it's kind of got to control with the brake, the foot, you know what I mean? So it's like you got to bump it and try to hold it the same spot.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm gonna do something. I'll put a brake pressure here.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good job, Bub. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Ish.
You
Yeah.
did everything perfect.
I lost on the light that time, but I squeezed the button extra
You
hard.
lost? Oh,
I tell you what, I find that going in second is better for me. Like if I can hit that bump, 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 bang, it's like I just,
bump, bump, bump,
if
bang.
I go in first,
You do that one more
if
time.
I wait a little bit, I'm thinking. I don't want to think. I just want to bang, 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 bang.
Mhm.
That's all right. I didn't get beat too bad on the light. It was a 043 to 038 light. The car slowed up 100th in the 60 foot. I did tighten up the curve, so that might be why. Yeah, we went a 539 to his 45. I don't think he could run the number. Did he make a good pass? I mean, or did he pedal?
No, you didn't pedal.
I was hoping we'd race Scotty in the finals, but we drew him right off the trailer and we got that stress out of the way, and then we were able to just make that run right there. And
Dude, you get a really sick trophy.
I get a trophy?
This is probably the coolest trophy.
No kidding. See, this is what I love about these races. Like, we don't get to do these big races, but not that this is it's Streetcar Takeover. It's a pretty well-known race. Oh, shoot, son. Look at that. That's sweet. Man, look at me. I'm an index racer.
Let me see it. Show it to the camera.
Look at that. This is why I like these events, man. They got cool stuff like this.